Hello, 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 beautiful people. My name is Mallory Alma, and I am coming to you guys live from Cle Elum, Washington. If you are hopping on this live, which means you'd be catching me right now on Instagram or Facebook, leave me a 1 down in the comments below. If you are watching this replay, which means you're watching it after the live, or maybe you're catching a video after the live, leave me replay down in the comments. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know how your evening is going. I'm super excited to share this with you guys, and just be able to talk with you guys about our goals for 2022. And I know it can sound pukey and it sounds kind of scary, and you're like, oh, no, we don't want to do that. No, stop. I totally get it. But now is kind of the time to start thinking about it, right? And so if we're ready to, there's so many of us, I'm just going to start out by give yourself grace. Okay, give yourself grace. Everything you've done is perfectly enough, okay? But sometimes we set a goal for ourselves, or we want to set goals for ourselves, but we don't really know how, or we think that it's more discomforting to reach for the goal than it is to stay where we're at, right? So we'd rather be in the comfortable, right? Most of us are let's stay in the comfortable, we're good where we are, but really life's about growing and changing and blossoming, right? And so big goals for 2022. This is a time of the year to celebrate. So I'm gonna pause for a second here, and I want you guys to seriously drop something down in the comments, something that you want to celebrate yourself, something you've accomplished, something you've gotten through. Maybe if it was just getting out of bed today, whatever it was, share that, celebrate that down in the comments, because that's amazing. You know what it means to celebrate ourselves for those little wins? The more that you celebrate yourself on all of those things that you want to change, or that you're going for, the more it's going to come to you, right? The more abundance is going to come to you. And so just always be in celebration of the little things that you've done, right? It's time to take that moment and celebrate yourself, and know you've came this far. You've came this far, okay? And right now, give yourself the grace. Right now, it's okay. Give yourself the grace. Right now, it's okay to wipe the slate clean. Wipe it clean. Get the dry erase marker or the dry eraser and erase it. Erase it all. Wipe your slate clean. Now is a time to start fresh. It's a time to start anew. It's a time to begin something different, okay? So right now is that time. And so we don't want to wait for 2022, right? Who wants to wait until 2022? Big truth here. We don't know if we're even promised tomorrow, right? We don't even know if we're promised tomorrow or the next day, right? This could be my last live with you guys. I sure hope not, because me and Jesus, we're good friends. Hopefully he really won't do that. I'll be here tomorrow. It's okay. But for real, seriously, on a serious note, we don't even know if we're promised tomorrow. How do we know if we're promised 2022? How do we know if we're promised that, right? Why not start making those changes now, right? Why not love yourself now? And so big goals for 2022. And why I say for 2022 is because this is our grace period. This is our grace period, but also it's our get our butts in action period, if you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I mean? It's our give ourselves grace for the things that we didn't do, okay? And give ourselves grace for, okay, we're going to start these goals in January, okay? This is our grace period, right? But also think of it this way, as starting to take the action now, right? Starting to take that action now, starting to actually take those little tiny things every little day. That's going to compound up to the first of the year. That's going to compound into it, right? So we already start making those little tiny movements, little tiny adjustments in our day now. See, another thing with goal building is sometimes we're all or nothing, right? We're all or nothing. It's we don't get it, then like we're like not doing it, right? Or sometimes we're hesitant with you know, about building goals where we know the things we want to do, but like we don't really know how to do them, or we put too much on our plate, right? We'll put so much on that list of goals, right? As for you guys hopping on, I want you guys to celebrate, if you can. Celebrate something that you've accomplished this year. Celebrate something that you guys, even if it was just getting out of bed this morning, celebrate it. I want you guys to celebrate yourself in this moment and give yourself grace for this time. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. But back to what I was saying is, sometimes we put so much on our goal plate, if you know what I'm talking about. Or we're like, we got to do this and we got to do this and this. We got to go to the gym. We got to drink water. We got to go to our, like, all of this stuff, right? And Erin, I see you dropping some goals in there. Sweet, awesome. Biggest goal to complete at least half of the obstacles. That is an awesome goal. Oh my God, wow. I can't read it all because it cut me off, but that's awesome goal. You know, like just setting goals. Right? Setting little goals, like little things that, because sometimes we think of the big goal, right? But it takes those little steps, right? Those little steps every single day. But for example, like if tomorrow I decided I'm going to do all of these things to change my life in one day, I'm probably going to give up in a couple of days. And that's just being real honest with myself, because I'd get overwhelmed. I'd be like, I have to go to the gym, and I have to eat healthy every single meal, and I have to drink 100 gallons of water a day, and I have to make sure that I go to bed by 8 o'clock, and blah, like that's already overwhelming, right? That's already crazy. And so if we set unrealistic goals for ourselves, and it's okay to dream big. So I'm going to kind of talk about dreaming big too. Like, it's okay to dream big, but there is a difference between goals and dreams, right? There's a difference between goals and dreams. And so the goal is something that we're going to work for every single day. We're going to do no matter what it takes to get to that goal, right? Because we want to accomplish that goal, right? And we're going to do those mini goals in between to kind of fill that gap to get there. But when we have a dream and we're dreaming big and we're like, wow, we have this dream, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And then guess what we do? We don't do it. We don't do the things that we gotta actually do to get there. And I'm so guilty of that. I'm so guilty of that, because last April I said by December we're gonna be a rank 6 team. We're gonna be a champ team, right? I know this, but that's my goal, right? That was my goal. We're gonna hit champ. I'm gonna have my free car. Yeah, let's go. I'm dreaming big. And guess what? I still don't have the car. Okay. But it's not about that, right? It's not just about the car. You know, that was one of my goals back then, was like, yeah, I'm dreaming big. I'm going to hit champ by December. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it. But that's not really a realistic goal, right? That wasn't a realistic goal for me. It would have been if I would have completed the action I needed to actually take to do that, and would have actually done the things I needed to do to get there. If I would have surrounded myself around people to do that, I would have done the personal development to get there every single day. If I would have actually took those steps, I might have been champ. We might have been champ this month, right? And so what are those little things that we're sabotaging within ourselves? Like, we might think one day, oh, well, if I don't do this one day, it'll be okay, right? Oh, I'll do it tomorrow when I feel like it. When I feel like it, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, right? And then the next day it's, oh, you know, it's not gonna hurt, right? It's just one more day. Like, if I don't go live today, it's just one more, whatever. Okay, well, over time, Mallory, right? Talking to myself here too, you guys. I relearn this as I get to talk it out. So I'm pretty much telling myself to do all these things too at the same time. But if I don't go live, one day that might not make that big of a difference, right? But if I continue giving myself that excuse for 30 days straight, it's going to make a big impact. I could have made a big impact in a positive way by going live every single day for 30 days, but instead choosing not to go live every single day for 30 days, didn't grow myself, didn't grow my business, didn't do these other steps to get there. And now I look back and I'm going, okay, those goals that I had where were my mistakes? Where did I not actually take the time, right? Consistency, yes, consistency is key, because I could go, you know, each day I could be like, I'm going to eat, you know, for example, this is something I do need to do, but say if I'm going to eat healthier, or if I'm going to have one healthier meal a day, and I remain consistent on that for 6 days, and then the 7th day I decide I'm going to eat donuts for dinner, and then guess what happens? The 8th day I was like, man, those donuts were really good, and like, oh man, all that other stuff was like, I wasn't feeling full on that salad and those carrots that I ate for dinner the other night. I'm gonna have some sweets tonight. I'm gonna indulge tonight. But then we don't think about it the next night, right? Like, I'm so guilty. I literally ate ice cream tonight, and I'm telling you guys this. Literally, okay? But it's like, okay, and then tomorrow night, what's gonna happen? You're probably gonna end up eating ice cream again, right? So it's about having that consistency. When you break that consistency, your bad habits start to come back. It's just natural. It's just gonna happen. We start going back into that comfortable again, right? That comfort, that, oh, this tastes good. Oh, I have a sweet tooth, or oh, I don't feel like working out today. I'm sore, I'm tired. And then next thing you know, 7 days later for me, I still haven't done anything to move my body, right? And I'm looking back like, is it really already Wednesday again? Wasn't it just Wednesday like yesterday? But for real, you guys, this is just, it's huge for us to kind of reflect a little bit, right? Give ourselves grace in this moment. This is like our grace period. We're going to give ourselves grace. We're going to give ourselves this time to reflect a little bit. This light just went out on me. My energy levels are crazy right now, you guys. But for real, like, we're going to take this time and we're going to refocus. We're going to refocus on where we want to go, how, like, those little things we got to do every single day to get there. Love ourselves, number one. Love yourself. Love yourself through this journey, because self-love is number one, you guys. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. So this is all of our self-love, self-healing, self-worth. All of this is all together on this journey. And every single day, give yourself that grace, give yourself that gratitude within yourself. Be grateful for you, for those things that you are doing every single day to get to your goals and to get to your dreams and to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to hop off of here, and I'm going to write down some of my goals for 2022. And I'm going to write down some of my big goals for 2022. And I'm going to mean it. And you guys are my accountability partners, okay? You guys are my accountability partners. You guys are going to hold me on this, okay? You're going to say, did you do your things today that you said you were going to do? I'll be like, oh, shit, oof. Yeah, sorry guys, but yeah, seriously. But yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I hope that you have an amazing night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.